Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm Joyce Danger, and this is my friend Karen Costas. And Karen has been building her Mary Kay business for 40 years, and she's sharing some wisdom that she got. In fact, I'd like you to share. You're a personal recruit of Shirley Hutton, Emeritus.
Lucky me.
Yes, very lucky you, and we're able to train directly from her. And I wanted you to share some words of wisdom that Shirley shared with you as you were building your business.
Okay, I was blessed to have a outstanding leader in Mary Kay. I didn't know exactly how famous she was or highly paid she was. So I was just smart enough, dumb enough to listen to what she would tell me to do. And the key thing that she said, Karen, work hard when things are good because they won't always be good. So when things are good, you work hard so that you are developing your business. You've got a cushion, because she knew that my kids were in like maybe fifth and sixth grade. And she had teenagers. So she knew. So I listened to her, and we just worked hard, and the kids, they were just, I was there for everything. You can be there for everything. And wherever you are, so is your Mary Kay business that you have. And you just smile and nod and get to know people. And that's what I did. I mean, I had books with me. I was ready. But you're doing your business wherever you are, no matter where you are, in the doctor's office, in a trip, on a vacation, Mary Kay is with you. So she taught me that. Just work hard when things are good, because there'll be a time when something is happening, whether it's, an illness, or whether you have teenagers and they're going a little crazy. I had one of those. And those words always stuck with me, that you take care of business, you keep your family first, and things will work out. So there's so much wisdom in Mary Kay. I'm blessed. We are so blessed, because Mary Kay is a way of life. It's life. And it all comes first: God, family, and career. And it works.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me ask you this. Sometimes people say, faith first, family second, career third, and they're putting things in that order, but maybe they're so busy putting their family first that their career never gets into that third place. So how did you make sure that the career still kept enough importance to be able to support your family? And I know now that your husband is retired, you're still driving a free Mary Kay car and still living the lifestyle and traveling. You and I went to California last winter to Los Angeles.
Yeah,
and
it was great.
And you were talking about the trips that you're planning for this winter, and I know that Mary Kay is paying for these things, but I know that because you did faith, family, and career, but career still kept on the radar. So how did you make sure that you didn't lose that because of all the other stuff that happens?
Oh, right. I mean, we can fall into using our children and our family as an excuse. And, I'm sure maybe I did sometimes. But she taught us the difference between that. So for me, it was okay, because she said coming to a Mary Kay sales meeting is very, very important. And my husband, even though he's Puerto Rican and never did anything like an American husband does, he bonded much better with my children. They maybe didn't cook. They went to McDonald's, but they were chitting, chatting, daddy time. So, realize what happens when you allow your husband to be a daddy and a father. If you're doing everything, they're missing a connection. So did I realize that at the time? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Now I know. that just listening to her, and I had the hot dishes ready in the beginning. And then I realized they don't eat the hot dish, so forget it. They're going to McDonald's. They're going somewhere. And it's much more fun for them to do that. So, we learn along the way. I think that's important. And I think sometimes, our faith comes in different layers. We go to church. We are part of the couples club. I was president of the couples club. We organized it. The kids were in Sunday school. So doing those things, and, that was part of our life. Did you hit and miss sometimes? So did we get off center sometimes? Yes. But then I knew, or somebody in my life drew me back to what I wanted my life to be. Joyce is one of those people.
Thank you.
And, but God first, family second is, just use your heart, to know what that means. If there's something serious going on that you need to be home, that child needs you, that she is really, needs to see a doctor or something, fine. But most of the time, things are just, mom goes to the meeting and you train them that Monday night mom goes and that's time for you and dad, or where you guys get to decide with dad where you want to go next Monday. So it's up to you to set the stage for that so that you're not feeling guilty. They look forward for you to go to Mary Kay sales meeting and you get what you need to keep your head on and the latest ideas, seeing the newest product. That motivates us. So that's just part, of what we do in Mary Kay. We have those 2.5 hours once a week that we get reset, sort of say. And it is important as part of your business. If you have to miss a couple, you know when it's right. So it is important. Yes, it is.
Good. Great idea. Great. The other thing that we were talking about earlier is in moving forward in the business, you said that you did a 10-show week, and then I know that you had mentioned, and I don't know if this was on tape or not, but you got 13 bookings from that. And I know that you didn't know a lot of people. You're not from the area here and that you were from someplace else, but you managed to pull it together anyway. So we're talking about when you make a decision, how was it that you knew a lot of people, or was it just that you just made a decision and nothing was going to keep you from it, or how did you pull that together?
Well, I think this is when God comes in, because Shirley tossed that out, or she promoted it, whether it was from the company or Shirley, whatever, it doesn't matter. I said yes to it. So once you tell someone that you're going to do it, you do it. You have to be a woman of your word. So what have I done? This is probably the first thought when I got home. But then I said, you're a woman of your word, because Shirley taught that as well. So what do? You get out a piece of paper and you start writing down a list of my mother, who's a farmer's wife, who doesn't wear makeup, but she does have a bowling team and, that kind of stuff. So mother booked a show.
My mother lives far away.
3 hours. 3 hours.
One way.
Yeah, one way. So you do what you got to do. You go where you're going to go. Yeah. So we booked the class, and she got started on her Mary Kay face, and she has never missed in the nursing home, in the assisted living.
Wow.
She loved her Mary Kay, and so did all my aunties. And they all, my aunts that are in their 80s have their order, coming in. So yeah, they loved their Mary Kay. They look so good at 80s and 85s, and my mom lived to be 92, and she looked great. Wow. So thank you, Mary Kay.
That is cool.
So it's just decide. If you're going to do something, you just make a list and put everybody down that you can think of, and some will, some won't, but enough did that it made a difference, to realize what I could do and how much people loved the product and how much better my mom looked through the years. And, it was that one decision that gave me a lot of love back in my life, and to stay in touch with those people. So, and of course, Carlos, when you bring home the checks that are all, I left them in a good place for him to see. That was planned. So I said, why don't you add those up, because I'm going to go to the bank. So he added those up, and he said, wow, good week, honey, good work. So how to get your husband behind you that, you're going to go to one of those things? You bet.
That is great.
You bet. And what else? The neat thing is, whatever work you put in today stays with your business forever. So sometimes you can work hard, like we were talking about, and sometimes that cushion is there to get you through the times when you cannot be building your business that strong. And that is so true. Many times through teenage years, through parents and me having to drive down every other week to help them as they transited from the big house and the yard into the assisted living. But we did it.
I remember
And-
those years when
yep,
we were going
yep.
back and forth. And
So, you just don't even realize it's when you're thinking of maybe reasons, well, maybe I should quit. I just had somebody tell me that a couple weeks ago. And I said, why would you? Why would you do that? You phone call, you send a card, you have someone do it for you, but the money is there. Once people start using this product, they do not quit. It gets better and better and better. Now with the aging product, hello,
gotta love
I
that.
am that category.
Mm-hmm.
So the product keeps getting better, and the basic principles in life, they stay the same. Whether marriages are good or marriages are in a challenging time, we can save them by going to counseling. We can save children's lives by being with them at counseling and realize what they're needing at that point. It's all good. With the right attitude, everything is good. If you get lazy, then you need to have a talk with someone who loves you enough.
So looking back at the 40 years that you've had with Mary Kay, is there anything that you would do differently, or any words of wisdom for somebody who's maybe at the beginning of their 40-year stretch?
I think it's all on your timing, Joyce. After taking that first summer off, I could have easily quit and not gone back to the sales meeting. I missed it because the sales meeting gave me. I had friendships that were there. I had other directors that I really liked that I met through going to different of the Mary Kay things. They had become part of my life in a small enough or a big enough way that Mary Kay was now a part of me. Whether I gave to the meeting or whether I got from the meeting, I just had made a decision to go back. So it is on the decisions we make. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Makes all the difference in the world.
It does, right. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad that you stayed. You've
Me
been a very
too.
good friend for me. And
Absolutely.
a very good role model. I've learned so much from Karen over the years, and just watching when times were good, watching how you worked, and also when times weren't as good, when you had family challenges, and watching how you handled those things also taught me a lot, because my family had to go through a lot of the same things, and every family has to go through those times, because that is just a normal part of our life, and we are doing life together. And
Right, exactly.
you've been a very good role model for you,
Yeah.
for me. So thank you very much, and thank
Well,
you.
and that's, what more beautiful words could be said to you than realizing what does Mary Kay mean to you? And, I love my life, but I value my friends more than the money. Would I give up one or the other? I would keep my friends.
Thank you. I would definitely keep my friends.
But
too.
we like traveling together.
So next trip is
Oh, of course.
New Orleans.
Christmas is coming, so we have to fly to Denver because my 2 daughters and my 3 grandchildren are there. So we will go to Denver. And then, of course, leadership comes, and we never miss leadership. It is in New Orleans this year. So my husband said, I'm going.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I said, oh, okay. So, it's like, do we have fun at leadership when your husband says, well, I want to go? I would hand
You
up.
can hang out with us.
He's hanging out with the guys, and so that's all good. And then we're coming home in February, and it's our 50th wedding anniversary this year. And my dad said it'll never last, but he's watch it. So anyway, we're taking our 2 daughters, just the 2 of them, not the grandbabes, and we're going to spend 10 days in Puerto Rico on the beach. His sister is going to be celebrating her 50th anniversary, and so we're going to be at the party, and Carlos will be singing at the party. So his kids will get to listen to their dad sing about a half an hour's worth of fabulous music. Now, that to me is a once-in-a-lifetime thing, to get your family together to watch. what a beautiful gift that he has. And so we're so excited. And my daughter that has not traveled much at all, she said, Mom, this is the best thing in the whole life that you're taking me with you. And it makes me feel good.
That is great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing today, and I think we
Okay.
need to go have dinner. I think our husbands are waiting to
She's cooking for
join
me.
us. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you helped. We were both in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You would have been impressed. So thank you.
Okay. Bye, everybody.